Hi Aries, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your October 1st to the 15th, 2022 money and career reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration, and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see the energy that we need to be mindful of, Aries. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. So we have two right here. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So with the Five of Wands and the High Priestess coming forward, there's a real sense of conflict really hindering insight when it comes to work, when it comes to your career, when it comes to what you're passionate about. Since this is a money and career reading, and the Wands mainly denote career, we're going to find that we have certain insights to what we love, to what we're doing, or even if we don't love what we're doing, we have a certain talent to what we are doing. And that is going to be manipulated and also made unclear because of infighting at work, because of pettiness, because of, just drama. So just be very aware of this, that can really stop us from seeing what we need to see. And if we can step back and we can step out of that drama, or even that self-doubt, or there can even be the sense of being overworked, because this is a general reading, Spirit is showing me a lot of different roads that can be taken. And, embrace whichever one resonates with you. But there's also a sense here that we can also be so overworked and so stressed that our usual spark, our usual insight to things is kind of hindered during this time. And by it's like you need to step back from things and you need to recharge before you move into it again. So just be aware of this. If you can, have a night and come home and just kind of sit, have a cup of tea, a cup of cocoa or coffee, whatever you enjoy, and just decompress and get a good night's sleep and then go back to what you're doing, you'll even be able to see that you're able to handle the pettiness, you're able to handle the squabbles better than you were before, because now you are recharged and you shine. You have that spark to you. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. Are there two here? Yes, there are. Okay. And show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. So we are crowned here with both the Ace of Wands and the Sun. So there is this really great blessing when it comes to your work coming forward. Then we have Judgment. We have the World. And we have the Two of Wands. So there's a door opening up to us when it comes to our career and when it comes to the way that we need to move forward for ourselves. There is a sense here of seeing more deeply, and that is what's going to be one of the main things that we hit an opposition with during this time, is that we see things much more deeply than other people are seeing things. And we can come up against a lot of naysayers or a lot of people. It does feel like a lot of people, but it can just be certain people whose voices are very loud telling us, no, that's not you know, that's not the way it's done, or that's not how it always is. And you're going to be seeing during this time that you're like, but that's the way it needs to be. Like, what the heck are you talking about? Somebody is stuck in the past and they need to step forward. It's not your job to have them step forward, but that is going to be part of the opposition that you come into contact with during this time. There is also a connection that you are going to be having with something from your past that is opening up to you. It's like a sense of, oh, this is where I need to be. Like, this is what I needed to discover for me. And there's a combination of things coming together during this time. And it's like they're mixing together to show us different roads, different options. The door is opening to us in a way that we hadn't expected before. Now we're crowned with God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing us a gift of creativity, of passion, of insights. Potions, I really do see this as a mixing together of things. You know, they were mixing together the potions, but potions denote wands. So wands, that's career. And so during this time, there is a blessing to our career. We have the sun right here. And there's a sense of, as I embrace these blessings, as I embrace my own gifts, I shine brighter. I shine brighter, and people cannot help but notice me. And I need to move forward in my own recognition of myself. There's something here where we've turned our backs on ourselves for a while, or we've been in the darkness before, and now we're stepping towards that light. And it's Spirit is really saying to us, no, let yourself shine, let yourself move forward the way that you need to. Now, with judgment, there is a sense of, we have been judging ourselves harshly. We have been looking at ourselves and saying, oh, it can only be like this, or it should only be like that. And now we're starting to see ourselves rise out of a certain box that we put ourselves in, or a certain way that we thought, oh, it has to be like this. Now we're starting to see ourselves connect with who we are and where we want to be, and rising higher into our own power and into our own desire. But there is a sense of somebody judging us. Now, it can be we ourselves are judging us. We're thinking, oh, that's not right, or that's not the thing to be said. But what we're also going to be seeing here is that there is somebody who's saying, but it needs to be done this certain way. We need to stay. And it's almost like they're staying in something that's broken just because it's always been done that way. It's always been broken. And so that's the way they want to keep it. So just be mindful about that during this time, because you really do have, I don't want to say prodigy, because that's a big word to be throwing around and an intense word, but there is a certain insight, there is a certain spark to you that sets you apart. And so this is going to be a time where you need to embrace that. And it's not being a prodigy, but it is saying that the way that you can move things forward, or the insights that you can bring to situations, open up the door quite profoundly. The world is opening to you. Now, it can be a very specific corner of the world that you want to be inhabiting. You can be looking at things and saying, but this is my passion. Like, this is what I desire for me. This is where I need to be. And so depending on how we're looking at it, or depending on where we are at the time, is how the world opens up to us and what we desire from our world. But during this time, especially when it comes to our career, we're going to see ourselves stepping into a new role, stepping into something that suits us better, that guides us more firmly and more powerfully forward. And the door is opening to us. We haven't had it open to us this way before. It's also a sense of we're opening to it. We're looking at it and saying, well, what if I take a bit of this? And what if I take a bit of that? And what if I look at it this way? And what if I look at it that way? And we're kind of mixing these things together to see where it is that we need to be for us and where it is that we want to be for us. The energy that we need to be mindful of during this time is the Death card. Now, this is Scorpio energy, but this is also a sense of being held back, okay? The Death card is rebirth. And there is somebody that doesn't want to transform. There is something that doesn't want to move forward the way that it needs to. And that is going to be a hindrance to us. So we have to be mindful of that energy. Now, our subconscious tarot energy is the 7, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. The 8 of wands. And the 8 of wands, things are going to be happening really quickly. Once we see it, and it's kind of that sitting there and needing to count. It's like, okay, let me see everything that I need to put into this. Let me see everything that's going on. It's like, check it twice and then go for it. Then move it forward. Then see the way that we want to transform. Because once that happens, the 8 of wands brings us to this place where all of a sudden we're moving in the direction that we want to move in. All of a sudden, things are picking up speed and ferocity that we hadn't anticipated, but is really quite enjoyable for us. So just be aware of this. Yeah, be very aware of this, Aries, during this time, is that things gain speed, especially subconsciously, and we are ready for so much more, and we're ready to take on so much more than we had originally thought. All right, Aries. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Aries. And may prosperity and bounty always be with you. And may you always be blessed.